Hello everybody and welcome to Crossing in the Woods. It's our 7th game of episode 8 and playing on the south side as the OKW, our current king, Prodigy.
And our new contender, fresh from his last week appearance, is Mr. Happy Cat, north side of Crossing in the Woods as the Soviet Union, looking to make a name for himself if he should dethrone our king. Tier 1 opening, standard opening thus far. Hopefully we get to see some cool strategies and tactics. No urban defense in his loadout. We have guard motor tactics, mechanized support tactics, and shock rifle. So Prodigy will know instantly what his selection will be if he sees shock troops, like the last time around we've seen from Happy Cat. And actually, Prodigy's gone for elite armored himself, so he's not going full meta. Maybe a sign that he doesn't necessarily respect his opponent.
Perhaps, yeah, perhaps there's a little bit of that. Perhaps he's just bored of being king. Perhaps he can't make the commitment next week and knows that he could throw the game. Who knows? There's endless possibilities in King of the Hill. Actually, what I really like about Happy Cat's loadout, love mechanized support. Actually, on maps like this where there's like a lot of pathing, tight pathing, the IL-2 precision bombing strike, you got the ISU long range, heavily armored, could be fantastic here and make things difficult for Prodigy, who already locking in elite armored will have to tech to get those vehicle counters.
Definitely. Be a good little counter to the M3 that we have coming out for Happy Cat. Just a standard double combat engineer opening into Penal M3. Particularly 3 Volks. Both players very standard. Just wondering how Prodigy will proceed. We usually see a lot of players go for the SWS early just for the fact that they have to have it out to build a 2-2-1. Maybe he'll skip out on the 4th Volk immediately to accommodate that.
First engagements coming up now. Happy Cat is going for the center VP. M3 is close to providing support. Penals look like they're going to hop inside, and they got a little bit of a window of time now to harass any of the units across the map. Worried here to see actually the M3 going to the right hand side. We do know that a mine has been planted, shoe mine, by Prodigy. And Happy Cat's going to go for the strategic decap actually, which quickly denies fuel without going over to the right hand side. It's a lovely drop off.
There's our flamethrowers queued up for the engineers. A nice little hot swap with Pinos and combat engineers into the clown car. Let's see. There's a shoeman, as you noted, right on the fuel. It looks like he's ignoring the Stern Pioneers there and going directly for these Volksgrenadiers in the center.
M3 still has to be careful of light arms fire here, but actually with the 2 Volksgrenadiers retreating, should be okay to push a little. Again, Happy Cat really just doesn't want to make a mistake here. It's really bad if he loses anything early on. Prodigy's been very good at capitalizing on any mistakes like that against even some of our top players in the rankings. Happy Cat there. Oh,
so close.
So clutch.
Looks like he's going for this final Volk here.
But actually what he's doing is a really good idea, to go for these, do you know what I mean? To go for these cut-offs, the deep cut-offs that get all the resources nulled to his opponent.
There we have our 2-2-1. Finally coming out. Not to say it's been so long, but look at this Stern Pioneer getting so low. Realizes that as the M3 gets closer, should be able to problem. 2-2-1 looking for the kill. Cutting straight through the middle to cut it off. Engineers eject from the clown car, but look at this pathing trouble here on the M3. He's trying to reverse around and just, oh, what is he doing? Oh, it's going to be an easy kill for the 2-2-1.
Well, it's unfortunate. Of course, Penal Battalion, there's only 3 members on that squad, and it looks like the front man should trigger the mine. Hopefully only one model goes down there.
And there's our lock-in of mech support. Oof.
Yeah, mechanized support, I think that's a good choice for this map, to be honest. Of course, guards call-in is absolutely the staple of the early game here. But this is a great retreat path flank. I don't think he quite got what he wanted out of it, but he could dive into the base. That's very, very lucky.
Oh, the base MG and the PTRS combo almost knock out the 221. It's barely gotten away there. The other guard member didn't get his shot off to finish it. And that is unfortunate for Happy.
Yeah, that's incredibly lucky. It's one of the things we see at the moment, of course, vehicle advantage to Prodigli. And also the infantry presence in the field is significantly higher. Guards should be able to start changing this. They have got the upgrade of the DP-28s. DP machine gun, sorry. I think I've been playing too much Red Orchestra there.
There's a battle group down as well for Prodigli. So no mechanized, just straight up so far, besides the 221. More shoe mines placed down on the right side, 221. With the upgrade now, should be able to tank a lot more damage. Take a lot less from small arms as well. Probably gonna see Happy Cat go for another set of guards.
Heavy machine gun team ready for battle.
Guards surely should be focusing on the pushing that 221 away. In fact, guards more focused on dealing with the Stern Pioneers, leaving the 221 to just pick away at the engineer squad trying to cap fuel. This fuel pick is very, very important for Happy Cat. If there's one squad you don't want to walk into that mine, it is going to be guards.
Oh.
Actually, they just make it
creep
past.
through it.
And if they can get into green cover, they should be able to break suppression. Assist a little bit. And of course, that movement with the guards isn't necessary either. Of course, they've already got the fuel on that side, but Prodigli is going for the decap outside base, which will null all resources across the entire map.
I can't believe he stuck around to cap that point with the penals. It's gonna cost him. And the Volks on retreat. It's just a horrible.
That penal battalion is
Judgment.
incredibly lucky. How did that get away?
No way.
How
Are you
did that
serious?
get away?
That's ridiculous. Now that is what we call a lucker.
That is very
In the words of Paul. That was ridiculous.
Crews are now authorized to make emergency repairs.
But he's
Still can't believe
do
that.
some work to get it out there. Of course, base defenses. Oh, he manages to take the model. So once again, as we said, capitalizes on that mistake. There is now a blob of Volks grenadiers outside of the Soviet base, and some good control of the 221, getting it out of there before any damage could really be done. The situation's not so bad for Happy Cat. He's still 488 VPs at the moment. He's only got one territory point to connect into his resources. It's not the end of the world at the moment. But
I'm just disappointed at the fact that he just sat there with the penal, the heroic, miraculous, survived the onslaught.
he deserved more.
Exactly. He was supposed to retire after that, but unfortunately got killed.
Crew stand ready.
But good pickup. Made up for that series of unfortunate events. A lot of fuel in the bank for Prodi. He's going to be able to get that SWS up around the 10-minute mark. Should be in construct. Should fulfill some quick overs and eventually a Panzer IV.
Is ready for order.
Third set of guards out for Mr. Happy Cat.
Target that infantry.
I mean, how
Very
much
strong
trouble can a 2-2-1 cause?
It's very annoying to deal with. It can drop med crates. It has a signal relay passive. It can act as an Opal Blitz truck once it's used up its combat effectiveness, which is, you know, more towards when there's tanks on the field. It's a very good unit with a lot of utility.
Bit of a bait there for the 2-2-1. PTRS is connecting.
And it has smoke for PTRS or button, so it's a very good unit.
I think it's very appropriate for elite armor, that's for sure. PTRS is long range, they connect, but not enough health going down on the vehicle. That's a long grenade onto the MG34. Not enough to force the retreat though.
Got a little greedy SWS location there. Gonna be defending the munitions and part of the cutoff, or excuse me, part of the VP.
Locking down that right side is a real issue. It's hard to get past tier 4. Of course, it's not really covering the VP, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but no more easy decapping that way of the fuel. Good opportunity for particularly just to focus a little bit on the left-hand side if you can control both fuels. And quickly get something out of the tier 4 here. Orbital Darton in the build. This is a very, very effective counter build to triple guards.
Oh yeah. They'll be able to win out and eventually outscale them if the game goes that far, thanks to LKW's Vet 5 mechanic. Happy Cat just struggling to fight out of his base here. No resources at all, just easy cutoff maneuvers on crossing in the woods. You have to travel so far to get those munitions and fuel connected that one little decap there, as we saw from Prody and his Volks, means that you will lose out on all that effort. That's the nature of Company Heroes resource system. Just a little bit more brutal on the north side here.
2-2-1, still got to be careful. There's a chance to wipe a Volks Grenadier here. Will we see grenade? There's not the munitions for it. Surely this squad can wipe the Volks Grenadier.
Oh, and he's gonna eat the nade. Oh man.
Oh, love to gamble. But there's also a skill in knowing when to gamble.
Looks like the other guards are getting very low as well. Barely get by. This Kar98 Ober is just doing so much work, up to 7 kills now, obviously including a nade. But was able to beat the guards as well, force them off. A sniper coming out for Happy Cat. He actually built his tier 3, but for some reason didn't feel like building anything from it afterwards. Oh, he lost the guards. The guards got finished off by the scout car.
Both got finished off, yeah. So, down to one set of guards.
I wonder if he did hit.
I think his plan here is to try and snipe the orbital dart, but that's build up against an upcoming Panzer IV.
See how quickly the sniper dies. Sure, Prody will just dive it with the 222 once it 221. Sorry. Oh well, there goes the combat engineers. Oh, he went for the sniper.
Way. No way.
Look at that burst.
He's gonna go.
Oh, and he's going for it. And he gets it.
Happy Cat. You were the chosen one.
I think with that, we have ourselves a victor. The king continues his reign. 223 goes out in style.
Yeah, I mean, I think we look to certain players today to knock out Prodigy. DevM, of course, his game was just a little bit messy with light vehicles. We managed to see performance from Twisted Tootsie. That we quite wanted. But everyone's giving it a fair go. Particularly just showing that very, very on top of things.
Much to say here. Just watch the game enter its final moment.
So tragic.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Well, on the bright side, for those of you who love SU-76s, those are gonna get a little buff for the next patch. So maybe we'll see more of this of the Soviet Tier 3. Does this mean we have... Oh, backs up into the shoe.
I just missed that.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to
That
2
looks so funny.
I mean, kudos to Happy Cat for being so positive in moments like this.
He's got his cat on the side of the monitor cheering him up as he loses.
Upgrade complete. An anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
The territory is in our hands.
Does this mean we have time for another game? Or... Actually, it's almost
actually,
noon.
Yeah,
over
we're
here.
past the threshold, so this would be the last game of the day.
Oh, those guards are using the SU as cover. Unfortunately, without moving around, he's got a road red pep.
Trying to get big hits off with the SU-76 now. It's a bit last ditch. So guards here. Gonna have a bit of a surprise when they try and retreat. A lot to retreat through.
Yeah, I don't think that guard's gonna make it home. There's a lot of SCGs shooting at it. Yep.
And now Happy Cat's building the T-70.
Wow.
Our HQ is under attack.
There
Can
we
it
go.
happen?
Oh,
Can it happen?
The sector is at risk.
Oh!
the miss! That's the old Panzer IV I know. When it's on blitz, just missing point blank.
We are now casting this game for its visual quality. You know? We want to see moments like this and take some time to appreciate the game physics.
And with that Panzer IV kill, I think the Cat's gonna win this game, Stormless.
But wait, there's more. You've seen this sneaky Riketten just outside of the base.
Ready for action. Continue the
There we go, finally using the heat rounds. Nice little trade of blows there. Unfortunately, no Sturm target. Oh, man.
Oh, abandoned for just a second.
Feels bad, man.
Ooh, teased us with the abandon. Oh, 60 VPs. The music's so epic, but this game has been over for a while.
They are down
Yeah.
only to 50 points.
Little ghost grenade from MacArthur.
Yeah, I did.
Are we gonna throw it? We might. We might. You come any closer, I'm gonna throw it at you. Nah, I'm just kidding. We have no munitions. We're pretty.
Sounds like the Soviets.
Aufgepasst. The enemy is down to 25
If you
points.
can just neutralize 2 VPs and stall fires here, I think.
Yeah. We'll be here till 3 o'clock.
Achtung,
A
only
Jagdpanzer.
10 points remaining.
Just get the Sturm Tiger. Yeah, it's too late now, but at least entertain us with that.
Not
GG.
even enough time at all. It's gonna be GG. Prodigy remains king.